All right.
Welcome, y'all,
Yep.
to amateur time in Amateur City. No,
Whoa.
jeez, man. All right, but anyway, yo, thank y'all for tuning in. Chef Prime here. Now we're gonna go into the New York style chopped cheese. This is something that I specifically love and I miss dearly because this was a real good quality sandwich. But unfortunately, it's just something that is so exclusively in New York City. And you got to go there to experience it. Just like if you want a super authentic and classic Philly cheesesteak, you go to Philly for that experience. But the difference between the Philly cheesesteak and the New York's chopped cheese is that there are restaurant concepts all throughout the United States that embodies the Philly cheesesteak, and there is none that embodies the New York chopped cheese. But both are staple sandwiches. So I got a lot of this stuff earlier to actually was it yesterday when grocery shopping and got some of this stuff put together so I could do New York style chopped cheese, authentic chopped cheese. But here's the difference: I'm going to turn it up just a little notch to make it gourmet, right? And if you follow or if you watch some of the older videos, the live sessions we put out, you will know that I go really into the layer of flavors. So you're going to experience some of that throughout this live episode now. So yeah, to start, it's not a chopped cheese if it's not on this. Hoagies, all right? These hoagie rolls are the staple of the chopped cheese sandwich. You can't do a chopped cheese and then put it on a hamburger bun. It has to go on these. But we're not just going to have these as regular. We're going to juice those up too. But let's go with the beef, and I just need to get one thing. A little knife. And the knife is because the knife is because
They can boost Solon for the follow.
I got
Solid.
of course the ground beef, but we're gonna juice it up just a little bit. I'm gonna take some of these sweet Italian sausage and then mix it in with the ground beef. And then, so you know what? Yo, let's go, yo. This is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun. So trust me, I am thoroughly excited about all of this, right? So let's get started, and please follow me. And look, if y'all have any questions about anything that I'm showing y'all, please ask the question. If you have a comment, equally leave it in the comment sections, and we're going to get everything answered for y'all. So regular ground beef, this is 80% lean, all right? So like I said before, when it comes to ground beef, you want more of that 70%. You want a little bit more fat content in your ground beef. This is almost approaching lean, all right?
Thank you for the likes.
Lean is like the 90%, where it's virtually all beef and almost no fat, all right? So super simple, y'all. Super simple. We're going to mix the ground beef. We're going to mix the ground beef
for likes
with the Italian sweet sausage. Hold on, let me smell this. This might be good. Hold on, y'all. Let me do a check because I had this for a few short days, nothing serious. And if you see your meat like this, gray, it could be okay. You just got to do a smell check and a visual check versus something like this where I brought yesterday and you see the different colors. So I brought this yesterday and I brought this, I believe, I want to say like mid last week.
Phenomenal, Keys. Continue having an amazing day on purpose, love.
Hey, Thank you. So you see the difference, right? So when you're looking at
For
meat,
the likes.
this is something like off the beaten path, and I'm just using this as another teaching period. So this I brought again. This I brought yesterday. This one I brought, I think like mid to late last week, but I had it in the freezer. So do y'all know that grocery stores usually pump their meats with a specific chemical that makes it vibrant pink? So this isn't really the true color of ground beef. This is formulated. This is like lab work. This is okay. So when you're looking at something like this,
hello, T-Bird.
you're smelling it. You want to smell you want to smell and check for very strong odors. You want to look at the meat to make sure visually that you don't see any kind of mold spots, any kind of true off color like green or off color marks. You want to feel it as well to make sure there's no slimy texture.
Heather 5553 said, "Nope, I wouldn't use it."
You wouldn't use it? No, this is still good. This means when it's this color, Heather. All right, Heather. When it's this color, you can still use it, but there has to be a sense of urgency. You just don't look at this and be like, "Oh, I'm going to make this like in the next 2 days or whatnot." It's not going to survive. Like, I got to use it now. But this is still good. Obviously, like I said, I brought this yesterday, so this is good as well, right? So it shows no sign of maximum decay, so I can still use this, but I gotta use this now. All right. So same with this. I want to do a visual on this.
ASMR Fantasy said, "Teamwork."
Yeah.
Thank you, Justine, for the follow.
Teamwork make every dream work. Y'all want to know the kind of stuff that goes on in restaurants, right? This is some of the stuff. You know what I mean? Obviously, outside of, you don't need to use gloves because it's going to be, cooked. But we do visual inspections, smell, feel inspections of all sorts. So, yeah, this is still good. All right, it's like I said before, y'all, it's still good, but it needs that expedited attention. All right, now.
Thanks for likes.
Now we're going to make things a little bit interesting, and this is the more gourmet side of the house. So please follow me on this. All right, follow. If y'all have any questions, obviously ask. So the sweet Italian sausage, we want to get it out of its skin. Unfortunately, when I went to the commissary,
for the follow.
which is an active military base grocery store, it's called the commissary. They didn't have any more ground Italian sausage where I could just take it out of the pack and apply it, right? So this is the next best thing. I just gotta take it out of its sausage skin and then just throw it in there. All right. So we're gonna go through that period. Let me know if y'all could. I'm gonna try to show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what the final mixture look like before putting it on a skillet. But yo, this is New York style chopped cheese, but I'm adding the Chef
Thank you,
Prime.
Mike, for the follow.
I'm adding the Chef Prime flair to that whole mix because I don't want to just do something 100% basic because there's no fun. There's no fun in that. There's no pizzazz in that. You gotta take things, no matter what you do, you gotta take it and you gotta make it your own, right? You gotta put your signature mark on that. And this is what I'm doing with this chopped cheese session. Now, there's going to be definitely a lot of
Thank
meat
you,
product left.
Orlando, for the follow.
That's going to be cooked. So my focus for this, honestly, is to show y'all the first batch. Obviously, I'm going to cook all this meat. I'm going to cook all of it. And but as far as your personal time with me, I'm going to show y'all, everything needs to be shown. And then I'm going to show y'all the first batch. I'm going to break this down. That's a lot of meat. Look at this. Look at that. That's a lot. And this is a big mixing bowl. This is like a double XL size mixing bowl. But I'm gonna show y'all the first batch, what it looked like, and then it's gonna be able to create. I got 12 hoagie rolls. Is gonna be the first batch is gonna be enough for 6 of those easily. All right, so moving along, let's get this stuff cleared out. All right, set it down there. Okay, now before I start mixing, this is very, very, very important, y'all. Let me wash my hands real quick. But remember, this
Xander
is the next step.
Xander said hello from New Orleans.
New Orleans. Okay.
Thank you guys for the likes.
Coming in from New Orleans.
We appreciate it.
Okay. All right.
And the follows too.
So I know I'm going to get my hands messy again, but
NY said hello from New York.
New York, what's good, man? What's good? New York in the building. What borough? Where you at in New York? Yeah, put in the comment where you at.
Thank
Everybody
you,
that's
NY,
watching,
for follow.
put in the comments where you are tuning in from.
Mason said, "What's up, Florida?"
Florida. All right.
The user said hello
the
from
sunny state. Where y'all at? Where y'all from?
You said hello from Macomb. I don't know what MS is.
Mississippi?
It's probably Missouri. NY said he's from the Bronx.
The Bronx. St. Lawrence, y'all was good, man.
Big
Love.
Rod said,
Love.
"What's up? What up, Doe?" From the D.
From Detroit, what's good, man?
Heather said New York.
New York, what part?
Cheryl,
Stop playing with me. What part?
Cheryl said Miami.
Miami, okay.
Lorna James said, I'm guessing that's North Carolina. NC.
Yes.
North Carolina. All right, NC.
Thank you, Bella, for the follow. Kathy Long said Kingsland, GA, so Georgia.
Oh, Georgia, okay. We be over there soon. We got business over
Debbie
there.
said Louisiana. Diva said Las Vegas.
Vegas, wow. So we coming from all over the place. That's much love, man.
Ken Hall said Wilmington, NC, so North Carolina.
North Carolina, I bet.
Heather said
Love.
said she's also from the Bronx.
I bet the Bronx.
Thank
Two
you.
people from the Bronx now. What's good, y'all?
Thank you, Edward Lowe, for the follow.
All right. So check this out.
Big Rock for the follow.
Check this out. So I want to thank y'all definitely for tuning in. My fellow people that's from New York, you already know what time it is, right? So the original, this is why I want to show y'all, right?
Thank you, Cindy,
so
for
the
follow.
original chopped cheese is really simple, right? It's ground beef, just like what y'all see is ground beef. And usually they will just add this, right? So in the bodegas, they'll add these. This is the only seasoning they'll add to it, right?
Xander said, I'm a little late. What's the meat in the bowl?
Hey, what you're tuning into is me, Chef Prime. I'm making in my house a New York style chopped cheese, but I'm adding a gourmet twist to it. Though.
Thank you.
I'm adding my own signature to it.
Thank you, little
So
baby.
this is going to be the only
follow.
difference, right? So again. Hold on. Again, the original chopped cheese is regular ground beef. From the seasoning aspect, my man, my female, they're only putting this in there, right, as the seasonings. I'm not putting this in there, right? But this is what they put in there. But what I'm showing y'all is you could spruce it up a little bit.
Easy for the follow.
By taking ground beef, and you can add your favorite sausage meat to it. This is sweet Italian sausage that I'm going to mix in there. And then instead of adding the Sazon Goya seasoning to it, we're going to kick it up a notch. So I'm adding my own house fry rub seasoning into the mix. And then we're going to add a little bit of minced garlic to that mixture as well. All right. So
Thank you guys for the
this is very, very important, y'all. This is the most important part to this entire chopped cheese experience, right? So you want to use the pre-seasoning. And look, you could use any kind of seasoning that you want. You don't have to go with just a basic Sazon seasoning to it, right? Now remember I said, please remember throughout this entire experience that y'all undergoing, you gotta take something and you gotta make it your own. You gotta throw in your own signature pizzazz, your own mark to the entire mixture, right? So this is not a lot of garlic left. I've used a lot of this when I made the T-bone steak on that live session. But look, we're gonna throw in the garlic. We're gonna throw in the garlic in there. Practically everything that's left in here, and what I'm not trying to add is that water. Because this is what minced garlic. This is what, organic. That's what I was looking for. This is organic. Look, y'all. I hope y'all understand that the organic stuff is, it doesn't matter, right? So adding the mix in there, I'm just trying to drain it from its the fluids that's in there. All right. And I'm talking about, this is going to be incredible. I don't even know how to put it to y'all, man. This joint is going to be crazy. Oh, let me tie this in and set it down here. All right, like that. Take your hands. All right, y'all. Take your hands. Look, y'all. So I got Chef Prime merch. So if y'all want to support, you want to rock some good stuff, go to nextchefnetwork.com. You could show your love and support. I got other things, obviously, outside of this, but this is one of the items from the shop, right? So I do have my own sweater. They got my own name embroidered. Same with the dad hat. You know what I mean? And I got other things. And also, if y'all have a food service business, food or beverage business, products, whatever, right? Make sure you go to nextchefnetwork.com. I did create different level sponsorship packages. I also have a thriving podcast, which is called Harry Chef Again Podcast. I've been notified professionally that we just have received earlier this month, over 500 downloads a month now. So I went from 400 downloads to now 500 downloads. And we are, in reference of YouTube, we are very, very close to 100,000 subscribers. So I would love to work with y'all. I would love to, even if it's not yourself, even if you know somebody else that's in the food and beverage game, I would love to work with y'all to bring all of my followers have their eyeballs looking at y'all stuff. So let's, collab. Think about it. Let's collab. All right, definitely. But anyway, so going back to this. So you got the mixture, right? You got the mixture. Got my own personalized seasoning in there. 2 different type of meats: ground beef, sausage, and you just want to work it in together. All right. And what I'm looking for is honestly a perfect mixture of blended seasoning. I want to make sure that it's throughout. I don't want to see those chunked up stuff. And then of course with the sausage itself. So usually, like if I had, like y'all can see right here, the KitchenAid, right? So if I had that, the ground beef joint, or how the KitchenAid have like that, what is it? You can make sausages, or it just turns out the ground beef and spit it out in the bowl. If I had that, then I'll put it in that and expedite this process. But there's a lot of things about cooking that I like. This thing that I'm doing right now, being hands-on, right? Smelling the food, looking at how it changes in front of you. As a chef, I love that connectivity
Old
with
Abe
food.
said it's worth the money.
Huh?
Old Abe said it's worth the money.
It is. And that's to simplify things, right? That's to expedite things as well. But again, there's a difference from a foodie perspective versus a chef perspective. Like as a chef, we love the connectivity. We love being really hands-on and really awakening all of our senses, right? So this meat is cold, it's very firm, all right? The look of it, you know, I'm looking at some of my seasonings starting to spread out more throughout the meat. I'm smelling, you know, the ground beef and the sausage and the seasoning mixture with the garlic afternotes to it. So these are different level of experiences that I could cook something else and then I could just reflect on this. So think about like sommeliers, right? Sommeliers is very similar. They may do like a wine test, and as they sip on it, they be like, "Wow, I could smell backyard grass. I could smell tire. I could smell outside. I could smell, you know, this walnut wood, or you know, I then when you taste it, man, it tasted like such and such, and they reflect back to old meals. That's that connectivity. What's up? What's the question? What we got?
Old Abe said, "You ever made?" This doesn't say andouille. Andouille.
What is it?
So you ever make? I don't know what it says.
You don't know what it says?
Andouille or andouille.
And who's the person that asked the question?
Old Abe.
Old Abe. Abe, give my camera hand another way of explaining your question.
Yeah.
Because he's saying, have I ever made Abdul?
No, andouille. It's Cajun sausage.
Hey, Cajun sausage. Mm-hmm. I made different sausages before, yes. From scratch, and I had to apply the skin and everything on it, yes. Specifically, Cajun sausage, I made a variety of German style sausages. I've made.
Thank you.
Actually, one of my product line is Cajun seasoning, and well, when I had my restaurant, I don't have that anymore. But that was authentic Cajun seasoning.
And my YouTube people, thank you for
added that
coming in and
to
watching.
a mixture of meat.
We do appreciate your support,
you know,
and I hope you continue to enjoy this live stream.
Like directive. So, can I make Cajun sausage? Yes. Have I made sausage from scratch? Yes. From different countries? Yes. So, just to hope that answers your question. Ah, yeah. Get in it, turn it. This thing's coming out beautifully. And let me show y'all.
You guys for the likes.
Let me show y'all what it looks like right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and wash my hand, and we're going to get to the next step. So, doing chopped cheese, making chopped cheese, I swear to y'all, it is not hard. Let me show y'all, let me ask y'all this. Have y'all made a burger before from scratch? If y'all know how to make burgers from scratch, you can do a chopped cheese. It's the same thing. It's pretty much a what we call in the industry a deconstructed. That's the proper title for it. It's a deconstructed cheeseburger.
For the
all right,
YouTube
but
people,
anyway,
if you want a better
so this
camera
is what
angle,
you want your mixture. Let me know if y'all can see this.
Go to TikTok.
This is what you want your mix to look like.
We're live.
There's no seasoning clumps. It's spread throughout nicely. You can't really tell the difference between the ground beef and the sausage because that is spread evenly and nicely through. You can see some of the garlic, all right? But you already know that that's also a good mixture. So this is what, I'm trying to get this up. This is what you want your mix to look like, right? All even, proper. Let me wash my hands because now I got to get it into the pot. We're going to cook it off. And then I got to do something a little special.
Hey, thank you for the like.
I got to do a little something special with those hoagie rolls. Y'all going to love the whole thing. Watch. Just hold on. Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Thank you, Old Abe, for the follow.
Yeah, this is a real special moment, y'all. A real special moment. And I got one serious question that I'm gonna ask y'all. All right.
They say, yep.
I got one serious, super serious question. I got one super serious question for y'all. And this is really, it really means a lot. So when I ask you this question, think about it and please respond truthfully. All right. All right. Before we get to that next level, where I'm cooking this off and I'm showing y'all what that looked like, here's my question. Like I said before in the part of the introduction, you have a lot of restaurant concepts that promote and introduce into new markets the Philly chopped cheese. Okay? Here's my question to y'all, and please don't lie to Chef Prime. Don't lie to me. Just answer truthfully. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. If y'all were to either have access to or see a restaurant that serves a variety of chopped cheeses, would you buy from it? That's my question. If you see a restaurant that you got access to, that you can order from, that serves New York style, I'm talking about super, super authentic, no funny business, chopped cheese, would you buy?
Old Abe said, yeah.
You would? Where you at, Old Abe? Where you at? If you would buy, put where you are not where you from, but where you are currently living, please. Just do that for me. Just an honest question for y'all.
Old Abe said Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay. Do we have anybody else in Tennessee? What else we got? How many yeses? And where you currently live? It's very important, y'all. Look, I'm putting something together. This is very important. It's very important.
Highly Medicated 209 said North California.
North California.
Northern California.
Northern Cal. Wow. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yo.
Rosalinda said Buffalo.
Buffalo, Northern California, Tennessee. Do we have anybody else? What we got? And thank y'all for all of this. You don't understand. This is a simple question, but it's very impactful.
Old Abe said San Jose then.
All right, bet. I got y'all. All right. Yo, thank you. So, all right, bet. We're going to move on to the next thing, right?
Mean Gene said Massachusetts, and Coco said North Carolina.
What? Massachusetts and North Carolina. So you telling me that y'all would definitely buy. Obviously the flavor gotta be there. The price points gotta match. You know, obviously it's not gonna be like $5. But what you got?
Yolo Sam said Atlanta.
Let's work. Let's work.
Shakia said what Unc making?
Chopped cheese, gourmet style though, with my twist. And I'm not going so far off the beaten path to chopped cheese. Cause I know I got some New Yorkers here, right? I'm not going so far off the beaten path of chopped cheese where it is not chopped cheese. It'll be something totally different, right? So the only thing I just added was Italian ground sausage, just for a little bit of extra flavor.
Thank you for the follow. And Kay Williams said hello from Texas.
What's good? What's good, Caleb from Texas, man? Chef Prime, what's good? Please, while y'all at it, follow. If you're looking on on this live from TikTok, please hit the follow button. If you're on live from YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna go live on average 3 times a week, y'all.
Thank you, Coco, for the follow.
So in 1 month, the first 2 weeks is going to be 3 times. The last 2 weeks of every month is going to be 2 times a week. All right, y'all, just to get that out there.
Old Abe said I use shaved ribeye for mine.
Oh man, you're talking about a lot of money. Come on, man.
Anthony,
you do anything shaved steak. You're now getting into a product that you're gonna have to charge about $15 for one chopped cheese. All right. I know what you're trying to do, man. Yo, you trying to set me up. Hey, we need to do a collab then. If you want it like that, if you want them ingredients like that, hey, let's do a collab, man. I could get you on TikTok. We do that split screen joint. You cook something, I cook something, and we both entertain the people, man. I'm about that life.
Old Abe said I wish I could charge my kids.
Yeah, I know, right? Let me get one more thing. Get my rack.
And again, thank you guys for the likes, for the follows on YouTube. Thank you for the likes. Everything.
All right. Got our little racks, right? Set this on the side like so. We're gonna prep this whole thing out. So obviously, like I said before, we're doing something and we are really kicking it up. So usually,
thank you, Nilda Rosado.
Some places they take these hoagie rolls and then just serve it to you just like this. Some places may toast, and I pray that they all, at minimum, toast these things because you don't want your rolls real soft. You want like a little firmness to it, a little crunch to it. You know, you want to, if you're paying any kind of money, you want your money's worth, right? So there has to be a higher level from a practitioner or from a chef. There has to be a higher level of
for the
love and care to these things, right? So separating these, prepping these up now, right? So we already done with the beef Italian sausage mixture, and then I put garlic, fresh cut minced garlic in there, and then I put my own seasoning, house fry rub in there, and I have a little bit of these products left over from my restaurant time. Now I'm in the media business, not hands-on in the restaurant business, but when I was, oh boy, this was one of those products that sold out as soon as I had it available. But anyway, we're not here to talk about restaurant business, right? We're here to talk about chopped cheese. And we're gonna do something glorious, yo. Something y'all gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna actually do that. Even if you don't do chopped cheese and you're like, yo, I just wanna do a good classic burger. And I wanna wow my guest. I'm gonna show y'all how to do all of that just by y'all spending your valuable time watching me do this, right? So we almost got everything prepped out, right? And you know, when you get to my age, you bend and it's like, you get out of your bed, your knees pop. All right, so yes, you could use any kind of, when it comes to fat, right? You could use any kind of fat. I typically use butter. For this, I don't feel like, taking butter sticks, melting it down, put it through a clarification process, and then apply it. Look, yo, I just, if you see one of these in the store, just go ahead and get it. For real, just go ahead and get it. It will save y'all a lot of valuable time. But we're gonna pour that in her, right? So we don't need a lot, right? I might have like half of this. I might have half of this already, that's going to be left over, but just in case. So,
thank you guys for the likes.
I'm going to let the meat percolate, do its thing, offset. I'm going to get the hoagie rolls taken care of first and have that out of my way. Because in a sandwich building process, you've got to start with your buns first, and then obviously get to your meats, your toppings, and build it out like that, right? So time is of the essence. So I got the butter ready. I got my hoagie rolls on the side here ready. And then I got this good Italian spice mix that you see right here in my hand. Italian seasoning or Italian spice mix, it's all the same. All right, so let me get all of this stuff over to my stove here. Get both of these cameras and you can place it in front of the stove. You just hook up the whole thing.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Hold up. Let me just real quick. Hold up.
Yep. They understand. They understand. Just take the whole stand.
That's gonna be a little too much.
Just take the whole stand. Yeah. Bring it over here. Let's go. This way.
There we go.
All right. So.
Whoa.
So we got the meat. We got everything ready. I'm gonna do something very special with these hoagie rolls, and then I'm gonna put them back in these sheets right here.
Thank you, Nilda, for the like. Nilda said we are about the same age, so I use my stick reacher grabber devices faithfully. No more bending.
Yo, when you bend like that, you can put your hands on your lower back. You know what time it is, man. For real. All right, so let's get the stove on. Let's get this thing working. Obviously, I'm using, this is one of our affiliates. All right, I am using a Our Place pan. This is one of the nice colors here. So you're gonna get an experience with this. This really heats throughout, and then it's use a true non-stick surface. All right. So starting off on let's turn it down to 6. Let's get it to the heat to work just a little bit, and then look up here, y'all. We got other Our Place sets here. All right, the pots, pans, and all that good stuff. And then this perforated thingamajig, right? It comes with these. It usually fits right in. So if you're deep frying or if you're steaming any kind of vegetables or meats, you can pull it open and product leftovers right there, right? Look, I'm not trying to sell y'all on this. I'm just trying to show y'all. All right, that's why I'm just like, do this, boom, dee, dee, bop, right? But anyway, very great cookware stuff. All right.
Rosalinda still said buffalo.
Buffalo.
We already did that.
Oh, okay. All right, bet. So you take your hoagie rolls, right? And then y'all see this, right? You take your hoagie rolls. Very simple.
Christian, right there.
You take your hoagie rolls and you just do a nice soft glaze, both sides with butter, all right? Nice soft glaze. Do not worry about the inside. You only want to add the flavor specifically to the outside, all right? Face down, not service side down. Face down, not service side down. Service side would be the top, this round piece, not the bottom flat piece, all right? In this situation. Again, hit it with the butter. Hit it with the butter, both sides. All right? Hit it with the butter on both sides.
Nilda said, no need to explain. I'm going to need you to invest in one ASAP to save your back. You're welcome.
Hey, you trying to invest? You an early investor? What you trying to invest in?
I think she's talking about the stick reacher grabber devices for your back.
Oh, for the back? I need to invest in that. No, I'm good, man. I'm like a workhorse, yo. I'm like a machine. You know what I mean? 11 years U.S. Army. I'm a machine, y'all. That's what they want us to believe, right?
Hello, Edna.
All right. So this is what you want to look at right here. This is perfect, okay? Service side down. The pan itself is still heating up. This is going to do a nice slow cook. And then you see the top a little glazed, right? And then this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the Italian seasoning, hold it up a little high, so it could fan out where you're not doing big clumps, right? Hold it up just a little high. And then you just do a soft, very, very, very soft to see where it's going.
That boy Spicy G said the bread is already cooked.
We're not cooking the bread, Spicy G. I need you to follow me. Don't get ahead of me. Follow me. Trust me. Trust the process. We are not cooking the bread.
Processed.
All right? All right, y'all. So y'all see that, right? It's called toasting. Trust the process. Trust me. All right? Just follow. Because it's my job to show y'all something a little new. And trust me, look. I don't want y'all to look at this stuff and get ahead of yourself. I'm not showing y'all what y'all already know. All right? I'm showing y'all different cooking methods that get you the same results, but in a different way, a more flavorful, impact way. I'm not cooking the bread. This is a different technique here, all right? So I showed y'all butter on one side, seasoning on the other. Now look, y'all hear that? Mm-hmm. That is what we are doing. It's toasting the bread. All right? Look at that. You hear that? Mm-hmm. I'm not cooking. I'm toasting the butter onto the bread. Serve it side down. You don't want it to toast too long. And this is your result. All right? Now I got to really move to get this off.
Smells good.
Oh, yeah, already.
I know it does.
All right? So go on the other side. Show them what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to turn this down because I don't want it to burn. All right, doing this. Doing this. And of course, the last one, like so. Getting that working. Getting that to work, and then we're gonna hit it again. This time a little bit faster. I slowed down to show y'all the first one. All right. Getting that seasoning on there, like so. All right. And this is what you're going from this to this. You're going from this to this. All right. Big difference. Now that the pan is hot, now I can work just a little bit faster and flip it. Don't be scared to actually touch the hoagies here. Y'all see that? And what you're doing, pay attention, you. And what you're doing is you're doing a soft toast. Okay, you're creating more of a crunchier exterior. The interior of it is still soft. That's why I said don't worry about opening it up, putting the butter or whatever y'all like inside and then laying it face down, kind of like butterfly, and laying it face down. Look, you're just focusing on the outside only. And again, this is what you get. That's what you're looking for. All right? That's what you're looking for. Now let's do the other side. Let's hurry up and get the other side.
Denise Morris for the follow.
Thank you for the follow, y'all. Thank you. It means a lot. Trust me, it means a lot. I believe in one person at a time, y'all. One person at a time. I love the for show growth. I'm not looking for no overnight success. It will happen when it happens, and when it do, I'm ready. All right, boom, hit it again. Oh, nice, beautiful. Boom, 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 boom. Woo! I'm telling y'all, this chopped cheese is going to be crazy. It's going to be legendary. It's going to be legendary. Watch your finger placement. It's almost over my lens. Legendary, y'all. Y'all see that? All right. Now we're going to flip. Once it's face down, once the pan is hot, you only need just a few seconds. You only need just a few seconds, all right? And then you just flip it. You're cooking the butter into the exterior portions of the bread, all right? That's the only thing you want to do. Like so, all right? See this? Kind of flip it. And like I said, don't be scared to touch the bread, all right? Boom. That's what you're looking for. A nice golden brown texture. And then you can also check for it when you scrape it and you hear a scrape sound. All right? Face down. You're only doing that just for a few seconds. And then you just flip. And this is what you want to see right here. Perfect. Boom. Flip. Like I said, soft center. Soft center. All right, you see that bounce back? Last one, flip. Ooh, this one is beautiful. Beautiful, man.
It's tasty, it does.
All right, bet. So let's get to the last three. Hoagie rolls, and then I'm gonna get the meat on. And another thing that you're doing too.
Kavion said bacon wrapped hot dog.
Bacon wrapped hot dogs. You want to do a bacon wrapped hot dog? Let's jump on a live session and do that. I'm going to show you how to do a honey glazed bacon and then wrap that around a hot dog.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Whatever ideas y'all want to do, holler at me. We could set up a date. I have another live session. I'll bring y'all on that live session. We could do like a double play, and then I could walk y'all through some of this stuff, and then we could learn from each other.
Nilda said the meat on pause.
You don't gotta say no pause, man. We all professionals here. So you can see all the smoke, right? You can see the smoke come from this thing. It's really piping hot. Is really at its correct core temperature, the pan itself, all right? Which is a beautiful thing because now I don't need as much time. You see the browning that I'm talking about?
Thank you.
I don't need as much time for this thing being face down. Look at how beautiful the browning is, right? And then let's do the last one. So the last one is already flipped. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we need to flip. Booyah! We need to flip that. Boom, and then place it right on skillet here. Place it around.
Kavion said, I got an electric oven too. No need for gas. You still doing work.
Yeah, I mean, but electric ovens, it takes the fun out of things. It takes the fun out. Look at those rolls, y'all. Look at those rolls. Look how nice those rolls are. That's what you're looking for. Something nice, soft seasoned, butter flavor. All right. So let me go ahead and put these back. And like I said, when I'm done, like I already pre-projected or predicted, sorry. I already have like half the butter left. So I could put the top on this, it's still good, and then I could fold this into like another meal. But let's get this pan back hot, and we're gonna get the meat on it.
Nila said, "Wow, it's a joke. I'm super professional partner.
Yeah.
Good luck with that chopped cheese."
Oh yeah. Thank you. Hey, make sure that this is an early thing, but make sure that y'all do y'all part. I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna come with it. All right. I'm gonna do my part. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be tasteful. You're gonna have different selections. It's gonna be true and authentic to New York style of chopped cheese, of course. All right.
Kevion said, "Looks good, toasted buns."
Yeah, and that's just the start. That is just the start of things. All right. So let's get this meat. We're gonna take half of it. I think this is hot. You see? Woo! Ready to go.
Focus.
All right, ready to go. You don't want too much in here. Right? Just nice, even spread. Nice and even. All right? That's what you want to look at when you're doing all of this.
All right. Thank you guys. We're at 53 minutes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for everything.
Thank you guys.
I never had chopped cheese before. Is that like a Philly cheese?
No, it's nothing like a Philly cheese.
And Terry Johnson, thank you for the follow.
Nada like a Philly cheese, y'all. All right? A Philly cheese, it's shaved steak, like skirt steak. They use like a traditional sub roll, and then on top of that, they use their own melted cheese on there. It's like pre-melted cheese or something like that they use on there. But that would be like the traditional Philly cheesesteak. This is something totally different. Like, I need to constantly make sure that this thing is broken down, bust down as much as possible. I don't want it to be, clumpy and grouped up like that. So, kind of, like you see, if y'all look down here real quick, like you can see me like turn it, right? If y'all look down here real quick, you can see me turn it, and then I'm still, chopping at it. I'm still trying to separate it and prevent it from really cooking and grouping up like this right here. Right? Like that would be way too big. So I gotta make sure that it's fine. Finely bust down. Chopped down. Right? So yeah, letting all the seasonings work. Love the way it looks. Man, I tell y'all already, this stuff is going to be incredible.
Thank you for the likes.
Thank y'all for the likes, man. Don't forget to hit the follow button. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Trust me, this is going to be good. You're gonna want to look at the finished product.
Naveed, Jenny invites you to co-host. Has been discontinued live.
Yo, you want me to co-host? Yo, jump on. Let's go. Jump on. If y'all want to jump on, man. I'm with it. I love the whole interaction. I love,
Thank you, Kevion, for the follow. And
people commenting, talking, and we having a conversation.
Kavion said, "What's it smell like in there, boss?"
Yo, it's smelling like I'm about to make a reintroduction into the restaurant scene. That's what it's smelling like. It's smelling like I could charge y'all about $8 for a whole meal, $10 for a whole meal. It's smelling like another hit. That's what it smells like. Chef Prime, the only thing I know how to do is hits, y'all. I'm just trying to show y'all one step at a time. It smells like a hit. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. That's what it smells like. Hey, you tell me. You tell me. I told you what it smelled like. You tell me what it looked like. You see how I'm going through this whole meat mixture, and I'm just chopping away at it continuously. I'm flipping it. I'm folding it. All right. Gotta make sure this whole thing is done correctly. Look at that. This is what you want to look for. Stuff that looks like this, right?
Terry said ground turkey. That's not ground turkey.
Nah.
This is,
Nah. Ground turkey. That would be another healthy option, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. That's really healthy. Ground turkey. Locked in. Locked in, buddy. Locked in. All right. You know what would be really dope for this? If I had that flat top. That would be so freaking easy and quick if I had that flat top. That flat top would make this thing go by, like, I could do this in like less than 3 minutes, yo. Because I have the surface to really spread it out. But make sure that, you pick up a sales point. Make sure y'all go ahead. If y'all see a My Place pan, make sure y'all go and cop that. Our Place, I'm sorry. If you have an Our Place pot pan, anything, you see that, going buy it. Everybody on my YouTube page, the link is already going to be there. So just click on that. You know what I mean? If you want to save some serious money. Our Place. This is, from a chef point, this thing is really incredible because it saves me a lot of time. The usage of it, look at this. So usually, look down. Sometimes you gotta tell your camera hands to do certain things. So when you for the spoon, right, you could hold it in place just like that, be freehand, pick it up, put it back in this little dimple there right there, and look, you got the two pour ports. I mean, come on, man. It's just so, the functionality of this thing alone is crazy. All right, so I'm moving this stuff around. I am not a fan of pink meat. I know some of y'all might be like, "Oh, I love the rare, the medium,
Thank you, Terry, for the follow.
done." I don't do all that. All right, so this is good to go. All right, so I'm gonna pour it out real quick. Stay right here. I'll be back with y'all in a hot second. All right. Let's get the next round in.
Liz said you should join in the TV show Top Chef.
Ooh, that would be fun. But you know what? I'm building. So Next Chef Network, just for y'all to I guess better understand. Next Chef Network is something that I'm actually building into eventually, and over a period of time. I'm building it into an actual network. Like the Food Network is going to be like the Next Chef Network, right? So that's my media business. I stepped away from the restaurant business, and now I am into the media space. So, of course, it's going to take a lot of planning, a lot of time, and if I have to be the front runner, yeah, I'm gonna be that front runner. I'm gonna wear all the hats, whatever I have to do to push this whole thing. But my goal is, through Next Chef Network, is honestly to work with other chefs, other food and beverage owners, and give them a platform, just like the Food Network and the Cooking Channel, and all these places. Give them a platform where they could spring load their career, their business, and I'll be the person on the back as the culinary producer, creating these different shows, competitions, and whatnot, and adding these local chefs, right? So with Next Chef Network, you don't gotta be the celebrity, right? You don't gotta have a million followers, right? I want to find the up and coming professionals that may have their own restaurants, their own business, food or beverage business, and I want to take them. I want to take them to a new height. But if I have to come up and be the chef until then I'll be that. All right. So. Boom. All right, y'all.
Kavion said, is that 80-20 beef?
Yes, it is. Yeah. My man, yo, you are on top of it. My man, 80-20. Yes, it is. Now, here's my question to you. How did you know it was 80-20? What gave that away? Come on, respond. Come on, you can't do this to me. You can't be on it like that and then not respond. So what's up? How you know it was 80-20? How do you not know? Well, how do you know it was 80-20 and not 70-40 or 90-10?
20 LBC said the grease.
So you're checking the grease level. I see that. Locked in. I see that, yo. I see that. All right. That's very observant of you. Now, my question to you is, what is your culinary abilities? Are you a chef? Are you a line cook? Like, have you worked in restaurants before? Have you worked in a burger establishment before? Like, what is your background? And I'm asking because the average person or the average foodie don't know that. So you're showing, just in your response, you're showing a certain level of culinary tact. And I just want to explore that now that you got my dead on attention, because that was wild.
Tony OLBC said, I'm just a dad, no background in food.
Okay, respect.
And Chosen said, travel light.
Hey, Square, I hear that. From east to west. Oh, man. Travel light, I love that. Being a dad, being a parent, and, knowing your way around the kitchen is huge, because really this is a lost art. And I'm not just talking about chopped cheese. I'm talking about people that just know how to cook. Is a lost art. A lot of people say, I don't got the time, and then I'm going to order fast foods or whatever the case, right? So for somebody to know how to cook at any level is impressive. What you got?
So first, Kavion said, I cooked at a nun's convent at my first job, but nothing close to a chef. Second, Chosen said, love from KSGL. And then Kavion said, learned a little bit. Then Dougie said, so mote it be.
So mote it be. I hear that. Okay.
And Chosen also says, so mote it be.
So mote it be, brothers. Hey, get your lodges on this. Spread the word to your fellow brothers and our sisters to Next Chef Network. All right, spread the word, man, and let them know one of your own. And I'm 32 years old. All right, You get it? I'm 32 years old. Let them know your brother is on here doing something, man. I'm really trying my best to push the industry, the food industry forward. All right. So the more eyes I get, the more follows I get, the more subscribers I get, it's only going to benefit not just me, but the entire food industry, because it puts me in position to be able to reach out to people. And part of my pitch to them is, look, I got currently, and this is facts, like I got 96, almost 97, very close to 97 subscribers on YouTube, and I got X amount of followers on TikTok, and this is what I'm able to do for y'all, you know, and then put people on, right? What we got?
Dougie said Daniel Chappie James Lodge, number 72 Military Lodge.
Ooh!
And then Big Baby said, hi, good evening.
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? How you doing? It's 8:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm currently in Northern Virginia, and I hail from Redwood Lodge number 34 out of East Providence, Rhode Island. And yeah, I'm in Northern Virginia. I didn't cross over to any other lodges or anything. So, you know.
Liz said, you're only 32. I'm 20 years old, and you, wow.
No. Liz. My actual age is 42. But concerning my brothers that found their way here, I am 32. Or and see, I could do it with this high.
Dougie said, Chicago in here, we understand.
Yeah. You follow, right? Love. Anyway, man, love for real. So, y'all see this right here, man? This is incredible. So let me go and do that, right? Because I really want y'all to.
Chosen said, up and down the ladder of light.
Ooh, man, this is a whole brother session out here now. Let's go.
You hit 67 minutes.
Let's go. Yeah, we still beautiful on the time, y'all. Mm-hmm. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Look at that stuff go. Yeah, look at that meat go, y'all. The stuff is working. It's cooking very, very quick. Cooking very quick. Especially keeping everything even. Keeping everything even, spreading out the meat throughout the pot. And look, check this out. Every time I go live, I will be showing you something where you can learn. All right? It's going to be entertaining, of course, but there's going to be a lot of strong takeaways. And this live sessions is called Off the Hip, right? Every time you see me go live, because I do pre-recorded stuff, right? But every time you see me go live, that is called that live session is called Off the Hip, or cooking off the hip, right? So I wanted to do chopped cheese because one, it's been a long time since I was back in New York and I was able to get chopped cheese. Being in Northern Virginia, like I said before in my opening, there's not a lot of places that provide chopped cheese options for you, especially authentic ones, right? But anyway, so this is something I just wanted to take the time and pay homage to New York, man, because New York done so much for me. New York opened up my eyes to a lot, like the connections, the capabilities of how far you could push yourself, right? So it done a lot. So, you know, I'm this is my way of, even past this, y'all, this is my way of you know, paying back. And it's time to put some notable things on the map for New York, just outside of the energy, outside of the scenery stuff, the people, the fast life, the fast talking, the fast thinking, the moving, you know, obviously outside of the millions and millions and millions of things that you could do to entertain yourself and your family, your loved ones in New York, right? So
Kavion said next time I go to New York, we'll get one. Seems like it's a must to get a chopped cheese.
hands on. Look, who said that?
Kavion.
Kavion. Kavion. Look at me. Look at me, Kavion, right here. If you go to New York and you don't get a chopped cheese from any bodega, you have not gone to New York. Trust me. There's other places where they got these things, these activities or whatever that you could be involved in. If you don't get certain things, you haven't been there. If you don't go to Chicago and get a deep dish, you haven't been to Chicago. If you went to New York and you haven't gotten, look at me. If you went to New York and you haven't gotten a chopped cheese, you have not been to New York. That means the only place you've been to in New York is 42nd Street. And you've been in your little safe zones and your little pockets amongst your little friends, and then you just kept it safe. You seen the red stairs on 42nd Street, and then you said, ooh, look, I went to New York with your, look at me, Joe. And you said, I went to New York with, and look at these little red steps. Look at me in 42nd Street. You haven't been to New York. You have to go off the beaten path and get to a bodega, which is a corner store for those that is in layman's terms, all right? You gotta go to a bodega. Get out of the tourist attraction areas in New York. Go to a bodega, get yourself a freaking chopped cheese sandwich, order it to your liking, and please, for the love of God, do not get a quart of water or an orange soda and call it orange drink.
Kavion said I've had New York pizza, but we'll get chopped cheese next time.
New York pizza is a staple of New York. All right? New York pizza is a staple of New York, but the true staple is the chopped cheese. You gotta experience that. And I swear, if I hear one of y'all say, oh, I got a chopped cheese, chef, and I got an orange drink, I'ma digitally smack you. I'm gonna come across your phone and I'm gonna give you a good one.
Raven Rice Hot said, what you making?
Who asked that question? My man, did you just jump on?
Raven Rice Hot, yeah.
Oh, okay, bet. Ain't no, all love, man, all love. Check this out. What I'm making is a gourmet style chopped cheese. And I say gourmet because I'm adding a little bit of gourmet touches, a little bit of extra flavoring into the beef. And you can see here, show them this. You can see that, right? These are authentic hoagies, but I added butter and Italian seasoning on top. And then I toasted it a little bit, right? So I'm going a little bit extra in my steps, but at the end, that matters. That's the only thing that matters. At the end, the delivery is going to be a masterpiece. The delivery is going to be a masterpiece.
Raven Rice Hot said, I got a chopped cheese and orange soda.
There you go. Hey, Chef, man, Chef be playing with y'all, man. Y'all can't take everything to heart. Don't be so serious. But I was serious about you gotta really go to a bodega. Like all jokes to the left, for real. You gotta go to a bodega. You gotta order your chopped cheese.
Raven Rice Hot said, the rolls looking good though.
It is. It's on point, y'all. Trust me. And I'm not saying it because I'm making it. Look. Let's be honest, y'all. Like, as a chef, the only way to become better at being a chef, I'm talking about a chef, right? It's a big difference between a chef and a foodie and a chef and a cook and stuff. In order to be a better chef, you got to make your mistakes. So, has everything I cooked was hits? Most. But I had some bombs. And when I bomb big. because I like pushing the narrative. I like going all the way with it. You know, when I try things, it's really like I don't have to try it with this. Don't worry about this part. But I'm just saying in general, right? Like I try different things and I go all the way with it. And if I bomb, so what? I just throw it away. And then I recall like an after action review. I'm like, all right, this is the stuff that went well. This is the stuff that went bad. I'm not going to duplicate that, but how can I do this again and just make it better? And that's how you become a chef. Over time, you try new things, you make your mistakes, you make note of it, you get back into the kitchen, and you do it all over again. And try not to make the same mistakes. And that's how you build on your culinary abilities. So obviously stuff like this is like a no-brainer for me. It's easy. But that's not to say that I haven't put other things into this. Like I don't. So the balance is this, y'all, is to keep it true and authentic to what it actually is. But doing just a little adjustments and adding things to make it true but mine. Right? So that's the most important thing.
At first,
Yep.
Evan Rice said, better to try something new and it to be bad than keep eating the same things.
Yes.
Second, Kavion said, I don't know how people on Top Chef do it. They have to cook stuff they never made before.
100%.
Third, Anthony said, Spanish or Arab bodega. I'm from Flatbush, but now I live in Tampa, Florida.
Woo! That's Spanish or Arabic bodega. Woo! Hey, look. And you from Flatbush. So that's Brooklyn. So all right. Let me share with you like this. Let me share with you like this, right? So Spanish or Arabic bodegas as a choice. Now, in the Bronx,
Arab.
in the Bronx, it's the Arabics that put it down, right? You from Flatbush, so in Brooklyn, it might be a toss-up. It might be a toss-up. But we all know in Queens, it's Spanish heavy. So obviously you want to try out the Spanish bodega first and then adjust. But I would say because New York is so diverse, try both. Try both. I know if I was in the Bronx, personally, I will lean towards Arabic. That's Aki. But in Brooklyn, Flatbush, it's flat. Like Brooklyn is a little bit more diverse now. I'm talking about the new Brooklyn, not the old Brooklyn. The new Brooklyn is a little bit more diverse than any other borough at this point. The Bronx is starting to get gentrification, but it's still predominant Spanish, right? It's still South America over there. So it all depends, yo. But that's a question that's a really good question. It really makes me think, yo. And what was the other statement? What was the other statement? I know you was rapid firing it, but what was the other joints? Just go up a little bit on that.
The first one was better to try something new and it be bad than keep eating the same thing.
Yes. So hold on. Let's pause on that. So yes, you try something new because as a chef, you need to build your palate. It's mandatory. You cannot be a one-trick pony chef at all. It doesn't work. You need a very expansive palate. This is why, and I'm gonna show you this in a different way. This is why, if you were to ask a chef, what's your favorite food? It's a simple question to you. It's a simple question to you, right? What's your favorite food, chef? It is the hardest question for us. It's the hardest. I have plenty of people in my 12 years plus of being in the game where they ask me that, and I'm talking about, you talking about drawing a blank, and I'm actually like, well, I love Italian, but damn, that German cuisine, but no, that Louisiana cuisine, but damn, I love barbecue too. But I love classic French. But I love mix, like Mexican Tex-Mex. Like I love that too. It's the hardest thing for us. I don't know what my favorite dish is. I just love food. I love beverages of all different types too. But you gotta try it. You gotta make different foods for experiences, right? As a chef, you need to build up your knowledge base, but you also need to build your palate. Your palate is your tasting notes on your tongue. You got to know what a variety of different things taste like, and that helps you create the actual menu. Whether you are a sous chef or an executive chef, or you have your own restaurant and you need to create your menu. These flavor palettes, by the taste, by the smell, by the touch, is all leads to a better customer experience, because you're extending your experiences to that, right? You're extending everything that you have physically been through by sight, by taste, by feel, by visual. You're taking all of that cooking experience and you're transferring it to a plate, and you are extending that experience to a guest that never have traveled to France, but you're giving them a classical French. Or you're being creative and you're mixing sous vide with classical French cooking, or you just doing something different with molecular gastronomy, or you doing something classic American dish, whatever it is, and you're just taking something simple and you're amplifying it, or you're just taking something complex and you're just holding it right there. But your plating for something that's complex, your plating is changing the whole dynamics of the flavor, because everybody eat with their eyes first, then smell, then taste, in that order. So yeah, that's a good statement, and I purposely just did a deep dive on it just to give you like, yeah, you're trending in the right direction, but here's why. All right, what was the next one?
Then Tavion said, I don't know how people on Top Chef do it. They have to cook stuff they never made before.
Correct. So when you are creating, I'm gonna let this work a little bit. When you are creating a TV show, especially a culinary competition, you have your casting director. He or she may go out into these different markets. They will gather your talents, right? Part of gathering your talents is knowing their background, and this is how you create a show.
Big for the likes.
They look at your background. All right, you was a chef where? What stuff do you usually cook? They gather all of that background information, right? And then they give it to you as the producer, as the culinary producer. All right, now I know this whole cesspool of talent have these culinary abilities. Lay it all out, come up with a sum, and then you say, okay, this is already pre-thought out, but it's like, all right, I'm going to introduce this culinary competition, and these are the things we're going to focus on. If everybody have these talents, everybody's a sous chef, executive chef, had their own joint. Now I'm going to introduce something new, a mystery basket. Then I'm going to really pull out all exotic meats, all exotic fruits that has not really been regularly introduced in the American market. And then you just base shows around that. So yeah, and it push the limit of a chef's ability to cook. So yeah, that's a culinary competition. Typically mystery basket, something that's probably a regular in like another country and new to the American market. And it's like, all right, here you go, cook this. All right, so we are good with this. So let me turn that off. We turn the stove off. All right. So we're gonna turn the stove off. Let me get one of these. Place this her. All right. Boom. Now it is time to build. It is time to build. This is the fun part. All right. So let me place both of these back over here. Actually, let me do it in the light. Show y'all. Boom. All right. And let me place this over here as well. Actually, this is for the family. So we ain't gotta worry about that. I'm gonna keep that there though. And then I got my ground beef. Mayonnaise, cheese, of course, romaine lettuce. All right, romaine lettuce. Simple stuff. This is where it gets very simple. All right. Clean off the station real quick. All good, all good. All right. Oh, what else I need is this. Oh. All right, got that. And let me take out a plate. And so on this plate, all right, I'm gonna show y'all the first one. This all is very simple, all right? So we got the meat, we got the mayonnaise. Now, when it comes to the condiment side, you could do mayonnaise, you can do ketchup, you can do whatever condiments you want. You could put, so there's people that put tomatoes in this, there's people that put lettuce in it. Put whatever you want as far as toppings and condiments, all right? So, obviously, we have one here. I'm gonna show you real quick. Like I said, nice, beautiful texture on the outside, still soft in the middle. That's what you're looking for. All right. Now we'll load this up. First, let's get the. I just brought this too. Gotta open it. See, yep. Take this off. So first, you gotta work the condiment. And excuse me for the pregnant pause because I just brought this, and this is my first round opening it. And I should have had this already pre-prepared, but we'll work around that. No problem. All right, right here. Hopefully this isn't going to blur out like crazy. All right, perfect. So just on one side, I don't know if y'all can see this, but on one side, you want to do a line. Booyah, right? Then I take this, then I spread it. So, again, when it comes to the condiments, put as much as you like. I like a little hint of flavor on that. What's up? You got a question?
Michael said, why do you have a shower curtain in your kitchen?
Shower curtain? Where? Oh, my man, that's not a shower curtain. That's an actual printed curtain. You got like the embroidery of flowers and stuff. You know, you gotta make your stuff look nice, right? All right, so you take the meat, put as much meat as you want in it, honestly. All right, and then some bodegas they do cheese sauce. Right? Some bodegas they do cheese sauce. It all depends. I like fresh ground cheese to melt in the sandwich itself, right? So you take the cheese, obviously. And this is the sandwich building part. This is the fun, creative part that everybody loves. right? You hit it with your the cheese, and again, you can use whatever. If you're doing this at home, you can use whatever cheese you want. All right. You don't have to stick to no script. Very simple. Now for myself, it's going to be different because again, I'm doing this more for the masses. But you take your romaine lettuce and then you just hit it with that just a little bit. Hey, just do that. All right. Super simple. Super simple. All right, y'all. Now, usually, I'm gonna tell y'all up front. Usually, if I was in a restaurant, I would clean this plate. I would take like a napkin for display purposes. I'll clean the plate. But guess what? We're not in a restaurant. You in my home, and this is how we're gonna serve it up. So this is the gourmet style chopped cheese, and this is as close to the original chopped cheese as you're gonna get. Now, if you push the envelope any further than what I have shown you, you are now entering a territory of more of a burger, and you have left the zone of chopped cheese. So now, here's the moment of truth. I already know it's gonna be a hit, but yo, we gotta go in, we gotta taste. And I am incredibly hungry too. Oh my God. When I tell y'all, I do layers of flavor, look at my hand. Got some of the Italian seasoning on it. Some of the butter. Look, when you first bite through, you're going to taste the Italian seasoning. You're going to taste the butter. You're going to taste the hoggy roll. You're going to taste the ground beef Italian sausage mix. You're going to taste the cheese, the lettuce, then that little hint of mayonnaise. Even my dogs that's down here, they're moving it closer, hoping something fall so they can eat it. I ain't gonna hold y'all. This is gonna make the menu. I wish I was in this kitchen trying it. I wish I had a chance to serve y'all. This is so, oh my God, it smacks, yo. This smacks. This is a hit. Oh my God, that's such a hit.
Username said, "What's in there? I'll make it here."
This is a hit, y'all. Oh my God.
Username 556 says, "What's in there? I'll make it here."
I got you. And look, let me get some salt. Alright. User what? 556 or something?
Username 556.
Alright, bet. Username 556. Oh my God, that's so good. Oh my God, that's so good. Look, I'm not even joking or playing. This joint is crazy. Well, that's definitely making a menu. All right, user 556. You said what's in it. All right? It's very simple. And for everybody else that's watching this, let's take it from the top. The ground beef mix, right? The mixture itself is, of course, ground beef, and I used sweet Italian sausage meat. I prefer to have it as this sweet Italian ground meat, but unfortunately, when I went to the commissary on the military post, yesterday, they didn't have any. So I took the actual sweet Italian sausage, and then I took it out of its skin, and I mixed it in with the ground beef. All right, and then instead of adding the Sazon Goya mix, like what you will find in traditional chopped cheese, I took my mix because I have a few bottles left of my old products when I had a restaurant. My house seasoning here, I put that as a seasoning choice for the meat mixture, right? So that's the meat. For the hoagie rolls, and please don't buy sub rolls, don't buy hamburger buns or anything. You got to get hoagie rolls, all right? So I took liquid butter. You can use regular butter, just melt it down. I used liquid butter, applied it, a little generous portions on both sides, all right? Not the service side down, but face down. I put it on a hot skillet for a few seconds. I'm not cooking the bread. Few seconds just for the butter, hold on, for the butter to, fry it on the top. Boom, and then I took Italian, I'll put it back. I took Italian seasoning and then put it on the top, and then I flipped it over. So it could cook evenly and have a nice firm texture on both sides. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. And then from there, you just build it. So if you want lettuce, obviously you put your cheese on. If you want lettuce, if you want tomatoes, if you want onions, I would say saute your onions and then add it. You just build your chopped cheese.
Username 556 said any brand rolls.
Martin's. I use Martin's. All right. Look, if you don't have Martin's, where you at? Just get a hoagie. Get a hoagie roll. The brand name is not as important as the roll itself. Don't get an Italian roll bread. Don't get any sour bread. Don't go hoagies. All right? But these are specifically from Martin. I'm a savage with it, y'all. This is good. Oh man, every bite is crispy. I can taste all levels of the flavors that I added. This is a perfect mixture. Perfect explosion of flavor, well balanced in your mouth. Incredible. Any more questions?
No.
All right, y'all, look. I thank y'all for rocking with me. The next time I go live, make sure, if y'all want to jump on, we can do some of that stuff. Let's make it fun. Let's make it interesting. What we got? Question.
Username 556 said, would you add banana peppers?
Yeah, you could. If that's what you like, and if that's what you want, yes. All right? You could add, you could add whatever it is that you want, right? I'm trying to restuff this chopped cheese. This thing is incredible, y'all. So excuse me if I come off as more of a savage. Yeah, your toppings, put whatever you want on it. It's all good. Oh my God. It fits, it smacks, it's a hit. Definitely going down. Put whatever seasonings you want on it. Just make sure, toppings rather. If it's peppers or onions, saute it first and then throw it on. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with Chef Prime.
Yep. Thanks
To
for
the
the
next
likes
live.
and for the follows.